Today I got the new Duotts F20 and I can't wait to get it rolling on the streets. So let's stop talking and get it together.
Remove the front wheel and set it aside, then remove all protective packaging. The manual air pump is packaged separately. The smaller box contains the mirrors. The accessory box includes the user manual, zip ties, aluminum pedals, a half-throttle, spare parts, a headlight bracket, the front axle, a toolkit, and the battery charger. The package also includes a phone holder, rear rack, front mudguard, and a large headlight. Begin by loosening the 4mm screws on the side of the stem. Carefully untwist the handlebar cables and rest the handlebars on the stem. Reinstall the front part and tighten the 4 screws securely. Next, carefully turn the bike upside down and remove the temporary axle. Then, remove the caliper protector. Prepare the front wheel by inserting the axle. Slide the wheel into the fork, ensuring the brake rotor is properly aligned with the caliper. Install the locking washer, secondary washer, and nut on both sides of the axle. Using two 15mm wrenches, tighten the axle nuts securely. Confirm once more that the wheel spins freely. Then turn the bicycle upright. Using a 5mm hex key and a 10mm wrench, remove the top screw and the 2 side screws. Slide the front mudguard into position. Then reinstall and firmly tighten all screws. If necessary, make minor hand adjustments to center and align the mudguard correctly. To install the rear mudguard, remove the screws on both sides of the bike and secure both side arms using a 5mm hex key. To install the headlight, begin by preparing the support arms. Insert the plastic inner piece into the fork arm, then attach the support as shown. Use a hex key and a wrench to tighten the hardware, leaving it slightly loose for final adjustment. Repeat this process for the second support arm. Position the headlight between the supports, insert the rubber washers, and tighten the 15mm screws on both sides. Once the headlight is correctly aligned, fully tighten all screws securely. Connect the throttle cable by aligning the marked arrows, then secure and organize the cables using a zip tie. The pedal marked L goes on the left side. Screw it in by hand counterclockwise. Then tighten it with a 15mm wrench. Do the same for the right pedal, but screw it in clockwise. To install the rear rack, begin by removing all 6 saddle screws and set the saddle aside. Position the rear rack and secure it by firmly tightening the 4 screws using a 4mm hex key. Once the rack is properly installed, place the saddle back in position and firmly tighten the 6 screws. Finally, insert the rear light into the rack and secure it in place using a wrench. Remove the right grip to install the optional half-throttle. To create enough space, loosen and adjust the brake lever and gear shifter as needed. Insert the throttle spacer and half grip into position. Some force may be required. Once everything is properly aligned, tighten all components securely. Connect the throttle cable by aligning the marked arrows. If you prefer to install only the left mirror, begin by loosening and repositioning the controls to make room for the mirror mount. Place the mirror support in your desired position and tighten it using an 8mm wrench. Retighten all controls securely. Align the front wheel with the handlebars and firmly tighten all stem screws. Don't forget to install the top rubber cap. Inflate the tires, insert the battery, and push it in until it clicks into place. Turn the bike on to test the system and enjoy your new Duotts F20.